Hello, Pisces. Happy Valentine's Day. Happy February. I hope you're doing well and don't have a cold. I have a cold. Everybody's getting a cold. I don't want a cold. So, I hope everything's going well for you. Let's get into your first half of February reading, 2019. Okay? Love and relationship energy is present for Pisces, February 1st to the 15th, 2019. Okay, so the first card out, you have the Ace of Cups in reverse, Pisces. So, needing to heal certain things, figuring things out, the emotional aspects. It also could mean turning down somebody or them turning you down. Then next card, you have the Four of Wands. It's a beautiful card. It talks about commitment, family. It talks about stabilization. Here, it's almost as if we have, if you look at this picture, it's like you have a cake right in the center of the room. You have something to celebrate. I know it's a birthday, but it's like here you have something to celebrate. But there's so much chaos going on here. This is what I'm feeling here. It's like you almost have to remove your head in regard to your heart so that you can open up and allow good energy into your life. You know, I believe I did a reading for Virgo, and I believe there was like an underlying energy where it's like they had to, it's like taking into account all of the ways that we're raised and like the things that we're taught to believe about love and about ourselves and about, you know, about everything. And it's like rewiring it. It's like having to literally take your head off and reprogram your brain so that you're in alignment with this new beginning and so that you're in alignment with personal healing. Here, this is talking about a level of just, it's like we question how we go about love. We question a lot of feelings that we have. Are they valid? You know, is it worth my energy and effort? What is here? I didn't even read this card. Whoa, okay. So, yeah, if you look here, you have anguish, hate, envy, love, sadness, satisfaction, hunger, fear, pain. You see those? Love, sadness. It's like you have to rewire this. You have to rewire this energy in yourself, how you believe in love. You know, and last month or last reading I did for you, it's almost as if like you were going into something really positive with somebody. And with that, like if you're going to enter into a relationship, this is about relationships here, Four of Wands. It's really important to release a lot of the baggage, the mental baggage and BS that you keep yourself in, how you believe about life and love and cat fur in your mouth. Yeah, let's keep going. Show me more. Show me more. Death. So, again, letting things break down, cutting things out, allowing certain things to break down and heal so you can change things. Again, here in this picture, in the corner, you have that brain highlighted, okay? It's like, hey, look, take a look at this. You have to rewire this, Pisces, so you can have satisfaction and happiness in your love life. Could also be dealing with the Scorpio. I'm not going to say you're not, you know, that's a potential. That is a Scorpio card, but I'm feeling more of something where it's like you are, it's like you're breaking yourself down. Show me more. Show me more for Pisces. So you have the Six of Pentacles in reverse, imbalance. You have the World. You have the Ten of Swords. I'm going to pull 4 more. Show me more. Page of Pentacles in reverse. 3 of Swords in reverse. Excellent. Yeah, it honestly feels like you're trying to get away from negative pain in your emotional being. Like, if you're in a relationship with somebody currently and things are going well, and it's like you're hesitating, like you may be hesitating in regard to how you share yourself with them, you know, just because it's difficult sometimes to do that when you are afraid to open up entirely, you know. But yeah, it feels like you're having a hard time getting away from this 3 of Swords energy, but you're doing it. You know, you're doing it, and it's taking time, but that's the whole point of this. This 3 of Swords in reverse, which is great. It's letting it go. It's releasing things. You're off to the 4 of Swords, a level of healing, also deep healing with the Ace of Cups. But here, it's like, you know, the 3 of Swords in reverse sits beneath the Death card. The Death card talks about transformations. It talks about rebirth, change, shift in perspective, shift in life and death, you know, but like it doesn't necessarily mean you're dying. It's just you're breaking an old cycle of yourself. Show me more. Two more for Pisces. Okay, so you have the Hangman popping upright, and you have not upright. Well, it's upright. It's not in reverse, but it's not showing. You have the Hierophant. So this is almost like a fear of love, you know, almost a fear of commitment in certain ways. I'm feeling this whole reading, it's not bad. Here you have the Page of Cups here. So I need to read this 2 ways just because I feel that you could be dealing with somebody from your past, but what I'm feeling most so right now, I've got to get it out right now. What I'm feeling is that you are basically letting go of this mental mindset. You're letting go of like the fear of love, the fear of combining yourself with somebody, you know. It's like that 3 of Pentacles energy. You don't have it here, but it feels like it. It's like combining your energy with somebody else, somebody that you're happy with, somebody that you want to do this with, and you're both on board. But it's like you may be at a point where you realize that those types of ways of thinking, the things that trap you up, those are actually seeping in and causing problems. You know, it's causing you, first of all, to not engage and experience this relationship in its fullness and richness and the potential for where it could go, because it's like you kind of have yourself on hold in a certain way. But also it's like it's calling for a need to change that, to shift that energy and perspective and like totally rethink your whole process. You know, you have the Hangman here under the 6 of Pentacles. This is all about like looking in on what causes imbalance, looking in clearly on what causes imbalance within your life. Next to the 6 of Pentacles, the 6 of Hazards, you have, did I say 6 of Wands? I meant 6 of Pentacles. I'm sorry. Next to that, you have the World. This is talking about complete like overhaul of the way that we think and feel and emote and experience life. This is humongous life lessons being learned. It's finalities, changing things, closing things out, allowing things to die and be reborn into something completely magical, you know. But it's up to you on how you do that, and it's up to you in regard to how incremental it comes. At the bottom of the deck, you have the Page of Cups, okay? So Now, I want to talk, like, this is talking to me in this particular reading right here, and this is about to change really quickly because it's going to go into a different energy. But this is talking about your own emotional immaturity to me in this. And I don't want to call it immature. That's not the point of it. It's not like you haven't grown up. That's not it. It's just sometimes we hold on to things from the past that, like, they were taught in childhood. They've stayed in they've stayed in us from childhood. It doesn't mean you're immature. It just means this needs a rehaul. You need to relook at this and how you're operating, okay? Under that, you have the King of Swords, which is talking about using your intuition, or I'm sorry, using your logic and your reasoning versus your emotional, like, you know, getting emotionally involved in something to the point where you kind of like shut down, you know. But now to switch it more towards love energy, and it's like, I feel that this message is for you to enjoy what I was talking about in the last reading. And if you haven't seen the last reading, I feel like it's connected to that. So here we have, at the bottom of the deck, we have the Page of Cups. You've got the King of Swords. And underneath the King of Swords, you have the Six of Cups. So the Six of Cups talks about somebody from your past. It can talk about children. It can talk about reminiscing about things of your past and what was once and the days of yore. But it's a lot of the time dealing with a certain person that's kind of coming back into your life for a specific reason, whatever that may be. So you have this Death card right in the center of this reading. This is Scorpio, okay? If you're dealing with Scorpio, it almost seems as if you've come to a place in your heart where it's like you're allowing things to fall out. You're allowing the pain to just dissolve, you know, and a lot of the time that happens after a lengthy period of just mourning. A lot of mourning can happen in that time frame, and it's important to observe it and recognize it and experience it and move through it versus trying to stuff it down and shut it out and, you know, start dating 10,000 people and like not really make any type of connection because you're not connected to yourself. Like, do you know what I'm talking about? So it almost feels like this Death card, this Scorpio energy, is somebody potentially from your past. This won't apply to everybody, but certain people it will. This energy is somebody from your past, and it's like what's between you is the Four of Wands and this Page of Pentacles in reverse. And it's like, you know, it's almost as if you in the past felt like this person was the one or somebody that you really needed to be with. It felt like a incredible bond with the Six of Cups energy. This is almost like, well, it's considered soulmate energy. Everybody's your soulmate, but it's almost as if we have this blockage here in regard to how we experience love now, you know, and this person may have actually caused a little bit of that, you know, but it's like you're not damaged goods, but it feels like you might, like that might be a storyline that some of you tell yourself, oh, I'm damaged goods. I'm never going to be good for anybody. I'm not going to, I don't deserve love. You do deserve love. You're not damaged goods at all, ever. And don't let anybody ever tell you that. But it's like, it's almost as if this was what you thought this situation was supposed to be, and it turned you on your head. Because it didn't end up that way. And then it ended up more of a painful aspect. And it feels like somebody may have left you hanging in regard to this. Because this Page of Pentacles here in reverse, it's almost as if like this person shows up. This person shows up late to the party. And it feels like they did that to themselves. It feels like they chose to do that. I don't feel like I don't feel like they were detained. They had family matters. Like, it feels like they chose to separate, and like the way that they did it didn't sit well, or they didn't communicate or something, because there's a fair amount of betrayal here with this 10 of Swords right underneath the Ace of Cups in reverse. So this had a significant outcome for you. This had a significant effect on how you emote, how you experience and assimilate your feelings in regard to love, relationships, in regard to how to trust yourself in experiencing people, you know? Oh my God, that's so nice. I don't like being sick, and hot tea is the fucking best. So, anyways, yeah, it's like this person, I keep doing this. I can't talk. It's like there's 10 billion words coming through. I keep doing this. It's like they want to push the door open. They want to push the door open. And communicate. It's like they want, they know that like to communicate with you again is basically going to be catastrophic to a certain degree. Look at this. It's almost as if the Earth is an asteroid coming to crash through, and they're in the bomb shelter about to fall in love. But it's like it has to break through this surface. It can't, for this to happen, it needs to, everything needs to explode, basically. You know, you have to completely like do overhaul with this person. But there's confusion because it's like this person played heavily in your past reading. And I feel that this is the same person that you may be dealing with. I hope you're dealing with them. This is the King of Swords. This is Aquarius, Gemini, Libra energy, air energy. But this person, it feels like, is prominent in your life for some reason. And if it's not an air sign, it's just somebody who you can communicate with solidly. They are more of a thoughtful manner. They care about you, your needs. They feel very solid. They feel very solid. And it's like you can come to them with your feelings, and it's like they can balance your energy out a little bit. It's helpful. And it feels like this type of energy, the Hierophant, is here for you and this person, this King of Swords, this better person in your life. You know, it's almost as if this past person prepared you for this person, but now the past person is like scared to come forward, but like they want to come forward. I'm not trying to give you a nice reading because it's Valentine's Day. That's not how I work. But yeah, it feels like commitment is here, but it needs to be had with this King of Swords, not necessarily this Six of Cups. And the Six of Cups also is with this Page of Cups. This is an apology here, okay? Look at this little boy and little girl. This little boy is dead. The little girl is alive. You can't really keep something that's dead and rotting with something that's vibrant and alive. Those two energies don't work together. They don't. Now you need to figure out what is dead and what is alive. Is your desire to be with this past person because of all the pain and the dislodging energies that you experienced in that situation? Are you addicted to them? Like, do you want to go back to them so much? Or with this person, and you may not have met this person yet, this air sign energy, this King of Swords, but this person is like solid, it feels. Like this person feels hella solid. Like, look at him. He's sitting in his fucking recliner. He's got some dude's head mounted on the wall like a trophy. And he's sitting there with his guns. It's like, I'm going to protect you. And if any fucker comes to fuck with you, I'm going to mount their head on the wall. Like, that's it. This person feels like a protector. This person, look at the picture. It almost feels like they're like broken and like healing still. I'm going to clarify everything, but like, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So let's clarify. Show me energies for Pisces, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Well, give me a second. I guess that really shuffled them in how they wanted to be shuffled. I'm just going to let that be. Show me the Ten of Swords. Yeah, so for the Ten of Swords, you have the Four of Pentacles and you've got the Ace of Swords. So this is basically hanging on to energy here, okay? Hanging on to energy with this Ten of Swords, this pain that you've experienced and incurred with this person. And it's basically got you out of your emotional balance. You're no longer emotional balanced when it comes to relationships, when it comes to feeling and thinking about love and how you go about it. Sometimes we can get hurt to the point where we no longer trust ourselves and our judgment in regard to love. The Four of Pentacles talks about holding on to things, stagnating, not letting anything in, not letting anything out. This can also be talking about just staying in that type of mental energy, that emotional stagnancy, because pain occurred, okay? But we have the Ace of Swords here. It's in reverse, upright. In reverse, basically, it's just talking about really being clear about what you cut out of your life, what you recognize that you need to release and let go of in your life so you can have better things, better relationships, better emotional standing with yourself, you know? I'm turning it upright just because all those cards were upright and they just flew out. This is getting real with yourself and not holding on to pain any longer, because we recognize what it does to us and how it actually stagnates and stops our flow in love. Show me death. Show me the death card. So the Four of Cups here, okay? You have the Four of Cups. Four of Hearts, Four of Cups. In regard to this death card, the Four of Cups, this is not going with somebody, not taking an offer, not experiencing them. Here you have the Ace of Cups, okay? So now we have this Ace of Cups and it's now upright here. So this is talking about once we recognize what kind of state this person got us into, as far as like, yes, it hurt, it slayed me, but I wouldn't have been able to get here had you not hurt and slayed me. Does that make sense? So it's like you're shutting it out and like healing the wounds, and it's a conscious effort, okay? But with this Four of Cups here, this is not taking an offer. This is talking about healing yourself first. Here, underneath here, you have the King of Cups. Underneath this Ace of Cups, you have the King of Cups. This is the person, this is a Scorpio energy. This is talking about healing yourself. They may come to try and like reconcile with you, but you got to look at all of it. And then you also have to look at this King of Swords, okay? And if the King of Swords is the asshole from the past, you have new things coming into your life. Don't go back that way. Show me the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Show me the Six of Hazards. So yeah, this energy, you've got the Ten of Pentacles. With this energy, the Six of Pentacles in reverse, this is talking about long-standing things. This is talking about taking care of yourself. This is talking about releasing things. And when you basically get yourself into a level of balance, you start going toward this energy. This person also, I do want to mention, this King of Swords, they may come with a family. They may come, you may meet a person with a child or children. This person may have had an ex and they're done and that's done. This could pertain to that ex. It doesn't mean that this is just you and a new person. Like, this could be the person that they've dealt with, you know, and it's like, it's done. And commitment and newness is on the horizon, on the table, but it's like a lot of pain has to basically be broken down. And also I feel that there's a really big emphasis here in regard to how you experience emotions within relationships now. I feel now it's like a time to really just let loose, but do so in like a conscious way. It's not like letting loose, like let's party. It's more like, okay, you can touch me naked and see me naked with all the lights on, you know, and not everybody's like, you know, happy with their bodies. Not everybody's satisfied or feeling safe and secure with themselves. It's certain things like that. Does this person love me? Do they accept me? warts and all, like that kind of stuff. And then just how you feel about love. Show me the world. So for the world, you have the Queen of Wands, the 10 of Cups, and the 5 of Wands. So yeah, letting conflict die here, Pisces, basically letting frustration die with this type of energy. It's a rehaul, it's an overhaul here, because you have the Queen of Wands here going towards her 10 of Cups. This is somebody who takes action. If you have a relationship with somebody who's positive with you, who's loving, who's generous, who's genuine, who cares about you and desires your body, and says so unabashedly, that is the person for you. This is good energy here. This is somebody that goes after what she wants, okay? This is the Queen of Wands. Beautiful, fiery energy, brave, like bombastic, excited about life, excited about love and romance and genuine connection, and like goes to great lengths to build that as well. She's also somebody who's psychic, who's in tune with life and with the occult. She's a witch. She's a magical person, even if she's a muggle, basically. Show me the Hierophant. Okay. So the Hierophant here, yeah. So the Hierophant here, we have the 3 of Cups at the bottom of the deck. I want to pop that out first just because it seems most apparent to me right now. This is, again, releasing that energy of pain and allowing things to heal. The 3 of Cups talks about, third-party situations. It talks about not being able to trust somebody in reverse. It's really neither in these cards because they really don't have much of a reverse or upright. Some of them do, some of them don't. I'm not going to try and make it one way or the other. It fits your story, it fits your story. If it doesn't, it doesn't. You have the 10 of Wands with the Ace of Wands. So in regard to as Hierophant, it's like releasing blockages, releasing energies so you can allow things to move forward. Here you have the 10 of Wands. This is talking about letting burdens go. This is talking about releasing energy so that you can move forward towards something that you want, something you want to experience and be part of in totality, in its fullness. You don't want to stifle your own life. And it's like you have to release these types of ways of thinking and being because they essentially restrict you from having the types of connections that you actually want. The 4 of Wands and the Hierophant, they restrict you from having those connections. So it's really getting in touch with yourself and being able to trust the intuition and the messages that you get. And like, if it feels good, you're likely on the right path. Okay? If it feels good, you're likely on the right path. Yeah, but doing so, this is that Queen of Wands energy, this fiery energy. And as far as love goes in regard to this person, this is a whole lot of deep dicking. This is like some good stuff. But at the bottom of the deck for everybody, you have the Queen of Pentacles here. And it's like, you need to be patient with this. You could also be dealing, again, with somebody from your partner's past. I don't want to get this confusing because I'm feeling like there's a lot of energies here. I just want to stay on like one thread if I can, just because I don't want to get too... Show me the 4 of Wands for Pisces. So the 7 of Pentacles here. I don't know if you can see that. The 7 of Pentacles for the 4 of Wands. This is evaluation, basically an evaluation in regard to this person from the past, what they've offered you, how it ended, what it basically felt like to have your foundation fall apart with them. Here you have underneath, you've got the 2 of Cups, okay? So in regard to that, it's like you have that reminder of the past with this past person, okay? You also have a reminder with your past self in regard to what breaks down foundations for you, what goes against your relationships. That's something also you need to consider in this reading. If you're perfectly fine I apologize, you're fine. Here, with the Seven of Pentacles and the Four of Wands, it's like you have to look back at what it is that this person contributed to your life. Is this something that you want to re-engage? Is it something you don't want to re-engage? I mean, it feels very much a no-go just because you have this Four of Cups on top of the Death card. But it's also going to stir up a lot of emotional feelings because sometimes it feels like things were not done appropriately according to the correct way of doing things. And so it's like there's unfinished business where it feels like you still need to be tied to this person, or you love them deeply, but you're with somebody new. Back and forth, back and forth. It's kind of frustrating. Just be very honest with this person. This person deals very well with honesty, this King of Swords. But don't cross them with lies, okay? Or emotional manipulation, to go back to this other person. If you're playing with two, don't do it. You already know what one situation ended like, and it left you pretty roughed up. Show me the Six of Cups. Yeah, man, this person from the fucking past? No way. This dude's a joker. Look at this. Joker. With the Two of Cups at the bottom, playing with your heart. This person is a no-goodnik. Yeah. With this Page of Cups, they may want, you get the Ten of Swords, they may want to talk about what it is that they broke your heart about, betrayed you about. You've got the Ten of Swords here popping out twice in this reading, Pisces. A lot of betrayal. But doesn't matter. They come with bullshit. Let them leave with bullshit. Jesus. Oy. Well, let's pick them back up, because that's like every card right now. Sorry. I want to read this King of Swords. This feels like him. This card feels like it's for the King of Swords. This was pretty much one of the ones that were up. This is the Queen of Cups. Okay? I'm going to put her back in the deck, but the Queen of Cups in regard to the King of Swords, that talks about an emotional connection with somebody who is, you have it. It's good. Show me the King of Cups, because this reading is about to go. Yeah, you have the Ace of Pentacles here for the King of Cups, or King of Swords. This person, this is the right person. This feels like the right person. You need to figure out which one is the right person for you, because this is a general reading. It's not going to match with everybody's energy. But this person is solid. They want to offer a new beginning. They want to offer a solid beginning, and they want to do it with you. You just need to release heartbreak and heart anguish. You have the Five of Cups there. Don't put this on hold and stop this because you feel like you have to go back to somebody. They've shown you what they've shown you, and they've hurt you in the way that they've hurt you, and it's caused you to